everybody, welcome back to Shark Doc Talk. I am Doc T here with Dr. Deonson.
Hello.
We're kicking off another week here. We're going to do a quick check-in per the usual. We got our coffee, so we're ready to roll. Go ahead and lead us off, sir.
That's great. Catch up for the week, correct? That's where we're starting? Yeah.
Well, first, I almost want to sing happy birthday to you. But this young man turned the big age of 29 years of age.
29, yep.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Appreciate
A couple days ago. So now he's 29 years and 2 days old.
Yeah, like 2 days. Yep.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah, it's been fun. It was funny because I remember when you came into the office and you said happy birthday and you asked how old, and he's like 29. We're like, it's an age. it's like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
Nothing really monumental. No real milestone there.
It's just like, I hate saying that I stopped keeping track after like 25 because I could sign off on anything that I needed to.
My age. How old are you? I'm like, I don't know. Somewhere between 50 and 60.
So after I got to this, like 26, 27 around there, I started to understand my parents. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't even understand when my own birthday is. So how do you understand when my birthday is?
Yeah, I forget. I know my kids' months.
Yep.
I forget the years all the time.
Yeah.
And the days are sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a fun time on my birthday. Just had dinner with my girlfriend, and then also the next day had dinner with the coaches that I was coaching with for the last couple months here.
That's cool.
Kept it pretty low key. I don't need anything super huge right now.
That's what happens when you get older. Yeah. You're kind of like, yeah, happy birthday, great. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Let's go do something.
It was gifted coffee, which was great. That's always
that's never a bad thing.
Fantastic thing, and socks. I didn't realize how much I like socks now. It's just all the fun, different socks.
I have no comment. My son likes socks. My older son, he's a sock guy.
Yeah. Well, I wear too many like shorts sometimes, like especially when it gets warmer. So I don't.
First of all, you can never wear too many shorts.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't. I wear shorts back when it's 20 degrees.
That's true.
Yeah, shorts are fine. Yeah.
But to have like longer socks sometimes doesn't make sense with them.
It can look weird unless it's fashion dictates.
That's true.
There was a fashion. I forget when it was when I was younger, but they had the white socks up to it's underneath the knee, covering the whole calf, and that was like fashionable.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, it looks weird to me.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
So no, not doing it. Not saying it's wrong, just not my jam.
Yeah, and then I think I celebrate with my family this weekend here, but we'll find out. It's Super Bowl weekend, so.
Is that big in your family?
Kind of, not really. Yeah. It's more just an excuse to get together. Yeah. That's what it is.
God, those are the best ones.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to enjoy those.
Yeah, well, it's funny because my parents, they're Filipino, they're immigrant Filipinos, so anytime that they've brought like a Filipino celebrity to the booths to talk, they have no idea what it is, what football is, because we don't measure in yards. You don't measure in feet.
That's true.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's all metric.
That's actually, you know what's funny? When we travel internationally and went to London, that never dawned on me when we were saying, 3rd and 16 on the 30-yard line. They're like 30 meters. I don't understand what that means. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, my God, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so half the time I'm trying to explain the game to my mom and my dad. But, it's a fun time because, there's food out. We're having a fun time.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And they're almost, lately they've been decent games.
Yeah.
And this one should be no different. Two good teams. Solid
Two
games.
great teams. So, I'm just going to have a fun weekend. I think it's gonna be the Seahawks. They just look good. Everything looks good. JSN looks great.
Yeah, and I think they've played a little bit harder route.
Yeah,
I think New England got very lucky against our team, the Chargers, because we were a little beat up on the front line, so didn't have much there.
Yeah,
got Denver with a broken Knicks and just not all there. So,
and then I don't like Drake May's injury per se. It's a shoulder injury. I think it was what it is.
Which one? Is the left one?
Throwing side.
Throwing side?
Yeah.
Ooh, that could be tough.
Yeah. So there's certain things that could be going on there. I just don't know. They're being pretty vague about it, which I understand in sports. Tom
Brady was on the questionable list his entire career.
Yeah. Yeah.
First game of the season, questionable. Like, come on.
Yeah. And it's not just because they're trying to be unfair, but it's also like if the other team knows that they're not going to be there, you game plan a little bit differently.
Completely differently.
So, because of those factors, and then I honestly like Sam Darnold. So
I like him. He's obviously a hometown boy from San Clemente. So went to San Clemente High School, USC. So it's one of those like.
Yeah.
He's a West Coast kid, so we're all pulling for him and want him. I have a good friend of mine I went to lunch with a couple days ago, and he's from Seattle. Obviously a diehard fan. I'm a diehard Niners fan, so it's kind of fun because we always talk trash. Like that game.
Always great.
Yeah, that they were just whipping our butt up and down the field. Yep. He actually texted me. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm sure you probably turned it off by now. He's like, that's not fun to watch. I'm like, no, it wasn't. A good game's a good game.
Yeah.
But those are just like, ugh. But anyway, he was, I asked him, like, are you excited about this whole thing? Are you nervous? He's like, I'm really nervous because this is one of those rare things. Philly and KC were pretty good.
Yeah.
But that was Mahomes and Allen, all these like superstars. And he's like, there's no superstars.
Yeah.
These are just like blue collar guys going out the ball.
It's a great team.
And I was like, and all three facets, although I felt bad Charbonnet went down, but like all three facets are complete.
Yeah.
Like we should see a really good game.
Yeah.
Barring San Francisco unplugging the water and raining for the weekend, which you never know.
It could happen. I think what's funny about Seattle, if we kind of talk about, I think it's Lockett. He was there drafted right after their last Super Bowl appearance, and then he was no longer on the team right before they went to the Super Bowl.
I swear, from what I've seen in 9 years, like Sam Darnold, he was backup 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
Last season, he led my wife's Vikings to a 14-3 season.
Yeah.
Got canned, and I always laugh at the question. I'm like, he was 14-3. They couldn't win the big one. I'm like, didn't their defense give up 30-something points?
Yeah, you can't.
That's really hard to beat that.
100%.
If you score, in the NFL, if you score 30, you should win the game. That's kind of the rule of thumb, right? So if you got this kid going up, shooting up 27, you gave up 34, or whatever the score was.
Whose fault is that?
Yeah, and so when he let go, and I laughed because apparently the GM, once they got to the Super Bowl, I guess the game when they beat San Fran, I guess the GM for Vikings was fired within like 24 hours of that. And you just gotta laugh like, why would you let him go?
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, I'm not a GM. That's none of your business, but 14-3?
Yeah.
First starting season, man.
And I think that we could get into the whole drafting thing, right? Which I think is, I understand you're trying to get your rookie quarterback some reps, but like if you have a proven talent on the floor, just kind of keep him there.
And a rookie coming off an injury?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Let him stay. Just let him learn, man.
100%.
I mean, I think from what I understood, I haven't talked to Sam about this at all, but from what I heard, he actually wanted to go to San Francisco because he wanted to learn. He didn't mind being behind Purdy, didn't mind not starting.
Yeah.
He wanted to learn from Shanahan and Shanahan's staff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I was like, that was genius because you're going to learn from one of the best in the game.
Offensively,
so, how we got on football? Super Bowl weekend.
Super Bowl weekend.
That's what's going to happen. So, all right, cool.
Yeah, that's my week in a nutshell. treating patients too. A couple fun cases, but a couple where I hate to say boring, but we're in the middle of the plans. So it's okay. It's a lot of rinse and repeats, but with certain changes here and there.
Yeah,
so
slight alterations.
It's not anything bad. So it's been fun. Yeah. Oh, one fun one was got a call from a patient's husband, and asking to get his wife in. So props to him. That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
But he said, oh yeah, my wife hurt her neck. I'm like, okay. And then he said, falling down the stairs. I'm like, okay, let's.
Ouch.
You have to give me more information here.
A little bit.
Did she fall forward? Did she fall backward? Did she have to go to the hospital? All this stuff. I think he used the wrong words because she just missed a step, landed on her feet, and it jolted her entire body. And her neck.
That sucks.
I'm like, okay, don't use the term fell down the stairs.
Yeah. Well, especially so candidly, I just fell down the stairs. Fine. Like, really? I'm sorry, what?
We need other information.
Fill in some blanks for me, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, concussion, passed out, bloody. What happened?
So once I heard of that, I took a deep breath and I was like, okay, we're fine. I know what to do from this point on. So that was a fun case there. Funny enough, she had to be in a meeting the entire time. So the Zoom meetings. So every time she had to talk, we looked at each other. I'm like, okay, I'm going to shut up. Go do your thing real quick.
Oh, why are you getting worked on? A few of those too.
It was funny. I knew how to work around it because I've been in the rooms when we've done it.
Yeah.
But
you've had practice on that.
It was great.
Yeah,
that's cool. She's doing good right now. So
good.
That's awesome. Yep.
That's fantastic. Good. Yeah, me, let's see. My son had a JV swim meet today, right now. He is crushing it.
Nice.
Took 6th, I think, overall in a couple of events and doing great. Week was pretty chill, nothing crazy. We made the announcement to the patients that I'm kind of working my way out of the office.
Yeah.
And you'll be taking over the day-to-day operations. Yep. So that's been fun conversations. Yeah. Had a few lunches to people and whatnot. I'm like, I'm not disappearing. David's taking over.
Yep.
So that's been a fun kind of, heartfelt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really my week had been. Case-wise, we're doing a lot of upgrades. A lot of people's programming. It's time to upgrade them and do something different.
Yeah. That's been fun.
You were lucky enough yesterday to get to one of my patients and watch him do the movements. It's kind of fun because you see the progressions and then you see the non-progressions. Okay, we're going to focus a little more there. But yeah, that was about it. Pretty chill week. Nothing too exciting to think of.
I think the week before, he texted me that there was an incident.
Oh, yeah, my kid got concussed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got kicked in the head.
Was that in...
Swim?
Yep,
that's his third one.
Yep. Yeah.
He wasn't fully concussed, but it was one of those things that when you take it and he's kind of like, I got a headache, you pull him out. So in swim, they do what's called circle swim. So they might have 8 to 10 people in a lane. And these are all, fast swimmers. None of them know how to pace consistently. So for example, they might go one end to the other in 12 seconds and then go back at 16 seconds, then come back over again at 14 seconds and back at 10. They don't know how to pace very well. So my son wasn't paying attention to the person in front of him, caught up to him and took a smack right on top of the head.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So we keep telling him you need to stop because there's only so many of these you're going to walk away from. So let's do this.
Oh, yeah.
So yes.
Oh, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that in swim.
Oh God, I know. It's funny is it's not the most common injury, but it's the most common injury in practice.
Yeah.
Because of that.
That's true.
Yeah. Or somebody's coming across and you guys are going, wee, and somebody's not circle swimming, and your shark's right down the middle, and you both pull to take a stroke and just
smack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize how quote unquote paranoid I have been working like a sideline to see concussions.
Yeah.
Because basketball, right? So someone will fall.
You get an elbow.
Yeah. You get an elbow. I've seen a couple of heads whip back, and I'll take a look, see how they're doing, if they're just talking or if they're on the ground for a little bit. Thankfully, there was one time, I have to tell this story. There was one time in one of the games, guy falls. He doesn't smack his head. I thought he did, but, I'm just checking, just looking. He grabs his head, then he grabs his back. And then it's been like 10 seconds. Give it kind of a little bit of the 10-second rule. He's still down. I'm like, okay, I'm going to walk over, talk to him. I walk over, ref comes by. He's like, hey, sideline doc is on the floor. You're going to have to get up. And once he heard that, he got up, ran to the other side. I'm like, then you're not that hurt. Why are you on the ground?
Come on, man.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's funny how that happens.
But yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's always fun. It's always good to just check for the concussion first.
Oh, 100%.
Just because you don't know. We don't want it to be anything
easy,
worse.
Quick, 5 seconds. It takes 5 questions, and you're through it pretty quick. Yeah.
And then obviously you can get to the deeper questions, but for the most part, we're just going to see if this kid has something else other than the concussion. So yeah. But yeah. Anyways, back to your week. we're all over.
So that's what that's what we're here for. But that was that. Yeah. So it's fun. Yeah. Concussion stuff. But that's been it, man. It's been just kind of a good, chill week. Nothing crazy. It is weird, just making a shift in my world and seeing things because I'm a control freak. So that's a challenge for sure. But otherwise, that's it. Yeah, been good. I mean, it's my third week off of football now.
Oh yeah.
So I'm finally starting to. It takes me about to mid February, early March to feel normal again. Just like I've slept and I'm awake and I'm feeling good and I'm normal.
Again.
And it takes a while and you get used to I still have a feeling like today, like should I be somewhere? Okay, we have treatments on Monday. No, we're good. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, we're done. Okay, so and then we wait till April to see if we get that email and go again.
Yeah.
So yeah. So jumping right in.
You know what? If we just commit to it, it's fine.
I'm going to go with it anyway. So we're going to talk about some stuff that is near and dear to our hearts, both as athletes and as doctors. That's the kind of thing that we like to educate our patients about because our patients tend to be overachievers. Yeah. Especially in the gym too, working out. So we want to comment on this simple topic, which is kind of like the idea of training smart versus hard. Yeah. And a lot of people have trouble with that. And it's interesting. It's funny how the world does what it does. I just had a conversation with my kids because they're struggling with understanding that practice should be harder than the game. Yeah. And they say, well, we do what we're told. And I said, but that's not practice. If I'm on a basketball court or a football field or whatever, I do what I'm told and that's it. That's not going to get you anywhere. Yeah. That's writing your names, like knowing the alphabet, not knowing how to spell. Yeah. Two different things, right? And so it's funny because you get in this topic where you talk to people and you say, well, how's the gym starting? Oh, I train hard. I do this and this. I say, okay, how do you train hard? Like, what do you do? Yeah. And the smart part tends to get pushed to the wayside.
100%.
You know what I mean? So we have a patient who comes in. He went through a couple of different gyms over the years. And he had one where he'd be in there for 90 minutes and train his butt off and go. But he never really felt good afterward. Yeah. And I was like, what's the point of working out? Like you're supposed to feel good. Now, it's interesting because we can parlay this into you. You're a power lifter. Yeah. So when you go in, is it Saturday or Sunday you do like your heavy all lift? Like all movements?
Usually it's Saturday. My coach, I don't know why he put it on a Tuesday. Then I talked to him like, I'm going to have to move it to the Saturday. I work.
You work it, you want to.
I don't want to spend 3 hours.
No. But like for you, for example, 3 hours. I don't think you walk out feeling good.
No, you feel horrible.
Yeah.
As in like you're at your last set. Well, even your second or third to last set. And we'll just say it's like the deadlifts to finish it off because it's usually what's called an SBD day or a squat, bench, and deadlift day. So your last one, you're at your second set, you put it down, you just kind of look at everyone like, why am I doing this? Why do I like to do this?
That was me at every CrossFit workout about halfway through. Like, why?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, I understand. Yep. And the question is like interesting is like, why is that training okay? It's hard training, right? Is it smart? Well, the difference is you're training more for sport than the rest of us are training just to be healthy, athletic, look good in a bathing suit, like that kind of stuff. Those are two different training modalities. And that's where train smart, train hard, that's two different things. Yeah. So if you said to me or I said to you, hey, Dave, I want you to coach me up, write me a program. I want to do a high rocks event. You'll first laugh at me.
Yeah.
Then you'll chuckle. You won't take me seriously. Then I'll say, Dave, I'm serious. And then you'll give me a look.
Yep.
I'll say, I'm serious. I need your help. And then you'll say, okay.
Yep.
And then we begin the training.
Mm-hmm.
At no point in time is that training going to be fun.
No.
At no point in time is it going to be like smart training.
Yeah.
But I can do things to help kind of mitigate some of the risk in there, right?
100%.
But that's a different set of training things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's funny, people like myself included get to the gym sometimes and think that I'm training for something. And I'm not.
Yeah, that's a big thing to differentiate, especially with just the general population. I know this whole concept online with gym influencers, you want to push hard, look good. I get it, right? But at the same time, it's training. It's not an event at the gym. So if I'm there and I'm supposed to be on like my heavy week of we're pushing where it's a 9 out of 10 difficulty or 9.5 out of 10 difficulty and I am popping blood vessels, you don't need to match my intensity on that one. Please don't. You're going to hurt yourself. I have trained there. You haven't.
And it's funny because at the gym, I do notice this. You do get a lot of the ego lifting.
Yeah, you do.
A lot of people kind of glancing around. Like, just happened to be this morning was like my, what did I do today? My push, like vertical push day.
Yeah.
And there's a few other guys doing shoulders or chest and whatever. I'm not a strong guy. I'm not a weak guy. I'm an average guy. So I'm just moving the weight around, whatever. And I see guys going over and throwing on an extra 10-pound plate here. Or I've got a 50 on the incline bench, so they go grab 55s. And I just saw them struggle with 45s. And I'm like,
so you don't need to add 55s.
And I was like, it's so funny. But I don't know if girls do this too. I'm sure they do. I don't think they're any different. But I don't see that with the girls as much.
It's not as intense. It happens.
I see girls help each other out. But the guys is like, it is absolutely hilarious.
I told you about the Equinox one where I was at, right?
I don't think so.
But yeah, so my friend had an Equinox membership at the time. He used to work at Skid Row, so he said he wanted something nice. So he went to the Equinox gym. He's like, hey, my membership's about to end. You just want to join me? I was like, cool. It happened to be our deadlift days, and we're going real heavy, and there's a guy doing cleans next to us. And then I was like, okay, that's great.
Cool.
Do your cleans. I don't mind, right? Me and him are just going to train, and we're going to do fine. I think he puts on 225. He's going for a clean, and you can tell he's done it before.
Sure.
I'm like, that's great. And then he goes 275, starts to struggle a little bit. And then I see him. I'm like, okay, what are you going to do after this? Throws on 315, right? And then, mind you, a clean is a more technical motion.
Squat clean or power clean?
Squat clean. So he got caught in the middle somewhere on that 315. But that was the most interesting thing, because on the catch, right, instead of just getting into that power position, right, he split caught it, which I don't see.
He bailed. He tried to get out of there. Okay, yeah. I've seen those.
It's like, huh.
Those are sketchy.
And the best part, he tried looking at us right afterwards. I'm like, I'm not impressed, dude. Like, it's cool, but you didn't need to.
My Olympic lifting, I remember, I'm very happy that I sucked at it, because being humble and the humility of it all was easy. Yeah. But there's that's, and I don't think people understand, the best advice I ever got from a coach was an Olympic lifting coach. And we were doing something with the bar, and he could tell I was trying to move weight like the person I was training with. Yeah. And it was out of my realm, 10, 15 pounds out of my realm. Yeah. And it wasn't because I couldn't catch it or get it off the ground or whatever. It was the way in which I was doing it, right? Because the thing people get stuck on is you're a power lifter. Part of it is just get the damn barbell off the ground. Yeah. When you're doing cleans and snatches in Olympic lifting, there's so much technicality to that, that speed and movement is what helps you get the bar. Yeah. With you, there's technique in deadlift, but it's kind of a grip it and rip it kind of mentality, right? And so I kind of laughed. I'm like, he would look at me and he goes, "You're doing too much weight, dummy." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You don't look clean. You should look clean. If you're going for a 1RM on the stage for the Olympics, I don't care. Yeah, cool. But guess what? If you're going for 1RM on the stage in the Olympics, you look clean all the time, from every day you got there to every day before." Yeah. And I was like, okay. And he goes, "Remember, that barbell you can't hurt. It can hurt you 10 different ways. Yeah. So be smart." And I was like, "Yes, sir." Funny enough, I never hurt myself. Oh, wow. It wasn't until I stopped doing those things, I did my own thing again, I started hurting myself again. Yeah. So anyway,
we're not anything, and we're not any different.
I think we know when we talk about this because there's the experiences of going through it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like whacking myself in the chin, chip my tooth. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. It's kind of like, okay, dummy, you deserve it. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. I text my wife then. She's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing. I'm fine. Leave me alone. Moving on." So why we talk about this? A lot of people out there want to get hard or train hard and move a lot of weight and kind of beat themselves up because they see it on TV or you say influencers online. I think I'm ignorant to how much of that goes on. Yeah. Because I think you say that and I kind of look and I follow some stuff and I'm like, oh my God, there's
a ton.
There's this trainer, there's this one guy, he's got like 1.6 million followers. And I went through his stuff and they're really
No.
I was like, okay, I don't get it. That's just me.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, but their trainers got there, and I'm like, I kind of laugh when people go, oh, my trainer's online. And I was like, cool, how'd they assess you? Well, we did it online. We did a Zoom call. I was like, a Zoom call? And they assessed you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What were the questions like? And they went me through. I'm like, that has nothing to do with how you move.
No, it's sales
Here's
pitch.
your training. That's all. Here's your training. See you later. Bye.
Yeah.
And you kind of go train. You're kind of like, okay, that's fascinating. So that brings me to the idea of like training smarter.
Yeah.
And then what does that mean exactly? So Dr. D, what does that mean to you? When you say training smarter to a patient, what are you trying to imply to them?
I'm trying to see if we can get enough stress into the system, to the person, without them hurting themselves.
Right.
But at the same time, we're getting our results in. So if you're going to the gym like your other patient said, and he's like, yeah, you didn't feel really anything different. Yeah, you just moved your body. Cool, you just moved your body. But if we're trying to train for something, right, we need to have a certain progression to what we need to get to.
Right.
And a lot of times we don't see that in a gym setting here. So especially, we'll just go to the most basic things, right? For like bodybuilding, right? If we're not gaining any size on any of the muscles that we're training for, then maybe we have to switch up your training or your nutrition or other things.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, we have to go through certain assessments to see what you need, and then we go toward those. So that's that in a nutshell, basically, to train smarter. And also, I like to, at least for me, especially with powerlifting and Olympic weightlifting, see where you are both physically, mentally, and also stress levels and all that stuff. That plays a factor. Like for me, this last couple months, I was coaching basketball. So was I pushing as hard at the gym because I was doing this and basketball at the same time? Absolutely not. Because, yeah, I would have hurt myself.
Well, it's interesting that, because we have high achievers, and anybody in like what we do in our level of, I guess, doctoring, if you will. That's the kind of clientele that wants us. They're trying to find us because we're going to help them hopefully maintain that. But there is that conversation sometimes you have to have where, hey, I'm just telling you, you can't go 100 miles an hour in 3 different areas of your life. There's just not enough time in the day. Because you forget the one thing is, and most athletes as they get older learn this really well, it's the recovery side. You got to recover. If you're sleeping 4 hours a night and that's it, 5 nights, and you're going nuts and you're flying all over the place and you're trying to work out hard and peak, good luck.
It's not fun.
It's not happening. It's just not happening. Yeah. And so it's kind of one of those conversations you're like, I hate to have this with you, but I really need you to, back it down.
Yeah, just for your benefit and for your safety.
100%.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realize when they say I want to train, because I've been patients back in the day, like, I'm going to train for an Ironman. I'm like, are you sure?
How hard?
You want to keep your job, right? And stay married?
Yep.
Okay. And it's funny because it's not even like, I guess my goal with every patient is when they come in, what's your goal? Just as a human being, you have neck pain, knee pain, whatever. What's your goal?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go to? What do you do for training right now? And so I do Pilates and I run. And I was like, okay. We have to do more if you want to run. And like, do you run for time or do you run for so we go into these deep questions like, are you running for just running? Are you running for sake? Are you running to lose weight? Are you running for training? Whatever. Like, why are you running?
Yeah.
Why are you in Pilates? And unfortunately, a lot of the answers you'll get are things like, I'm just trying to stay in shape.
Yeah.
Or I just like running, which is nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong.
Well, what we're trying to do is add the smart part to what you're doing. So if you're going to run, then we have to have certain core and hip stability and strength you have to have because running's going to take it apart. If you're in Pilates and love Pilates or swimming, you have to have certain gravity-based things so you don't fall apart. So it's like those things of like, this is what we're trying to instill. But just because you go to the gym and crush it and you walk out, all broken and battered after 2.5 hours of throwing metal around, it's like, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah. It's like, I've had a couple patients tell me, it's like, yeah, I just want to bench heavy. I'm like, okay, what's heavy to you?
Oh, that relative.
What is a number? And obviously some of them have thrown like big numbers out, like 315, 3 plates, right?
Yeah.
3 plates is a fantastic bench if you can get
That's a great bench. It's
like,
a great back squat. Huge.
Yeah. And I usually ask them like, why? Right?
Yeah.
Just, I want to see. Now, to them, if it feels like a dumb answer, I really don't care. I just need to know why.
I think it's too interesting. I think it's funny when you go to a doctor, like our job is to help you, whoever's in front of us, accomplish your goal. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
And try to help you not get hurt. That's our main goal. So if somebody said to me, if you came in to me and said, I want to run a marathon.
Yeah. I would never.
Like, are you sure? How about a 5K? Let's go to the 5K. Let's start there.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things like, okay, as long as you're committed to doing the things to be done.
Yeah.
And that's that smart training stuff. And, CrossFit was great, but it was hard training. Not always smart.
Yeah.
High rocks can be the same thing. Like any sporting event, powerlifting.
Yeah.
Not always the smartest thing.
No.
But it's some fun and you enjoy it. And that's the one thing, like I love working out, but I've had to be smart with what I do so I don't hurt myself.
Yeah.
Because you guys, you guys can fix me, kind of, but I can break myself to the point of not being fixed anymore.
Yeah,
So.
we all definitely can.
Yeah,
and I think you always brought up a great point. Like the last couple podcasts that we've done is that we're all paying to play. Right?
Yeah.
We're all paying to play. So after I do my big, heavy SBD day, obviously I'm smart enough to put it on a day where I have 2 days of rest in between.
100%.
But I also have to go to work.
Yeah.
So if I throw out my back really bad on a squat, because it can't happen, right?
Heck, yep.
I still got to show up to work the next day.
Yeah, you have people counting on you now.
Oh yeah, 100%. So
It's
that
a different
happens.
feeling, because I remember when I was talking with a buddy of mine, we were both trying to train for that CrossFit Masters, 40 to 44 group, I think it was. And he and I are laughing because he's running a gym, plus he had a full-time job.
Yeah.
I was building my practice. And so you're like, how am I going to train
That's the
that
hardest
kind of
question.
training
Yeah.
level? It wasn't a realistic goal. And so he ended up tearing a meniscus, and I stress fractured my own pelvis.
Oh, that was that time?
That was that. And so that was doing like 315 back squats, but pausing at the bottom for 3 until my pelvis just snapped. So
Those feel horrible.
genius, right? Oh, they're the worst.
Yep.
I saw that and I called my coach. I'm like, what do you mean pause at the bottom? Like, am I hanging out for a coffee break or what am I doing down there? He's like, no, just hold it, stay active, don't get loose, and hold it for 3 and then come out. But kid you not. He said, but use an appropriate amount of weight.
So that is always the worst thing to give to someone that's very competitive.
Oh, yeah. You think? Because when I came back from the MRI and I had that stress fracture, texted him immediately, here's a picture of my stress fracture that you caused. To which I got a phone call, a bunch of expletives before we got to the conversation. But yeah, that's what happens. And it was like, that was me training hard, not smart, even though the programming wasn't not smart. It was smart programming. I was like, I should have been doing 225 like that. But 315, because I can do 315, so therefore I must be able to do it for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so.
That's hilarious. Well, I've definitely done that a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I hit this, I should be able to hit that.
Yep. That was actually the time my wife, I called her and told her what happened. She's like, can we stop now, please? Can we just stop all of this? It's like you've blown out your back, you had back surgery, you did your pelvis, did your knee, did your shoulder. I'm like, can you just stop? I'm like, yes, ma'am. And I have 3 kids.
Yeah.
So at some point, it's like, yeah, you're getting older, not old, but getting older. Have a business to run now. It's like, you do get to a point where like, this is the smarter training side.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're going to go into it and you're at the gym and you're like, I got 5 more pounds in me. And your body's like, no, you don't. You just say, yes, sir. I'm good.
Yeah. What's definitely funny is I've definitely thrown out my back right before I had to go play music the next day.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And it was funny because I told my friend, she's a really good friend of mine. I was like, hey, dude, just letting you know, throw out my back, doing everything I can to kind of get myself just to stand and do everything, get upstairs. We're fine. And he's like, do you need a chair? And the first thing, because I'm a competitive guy, I was like, I know what's. I'm going to stand the entire time.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? You get offended and pissed off.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm fine.
What you, huh?
Yeah. But
Of course it
now
is.
because of that, I've definitely gotten smarter. I'm like, okay, if I have to go be at a music thing for a long time, I'm not doing really, really, really heavy stuff the day before.
No, or a couple days before. It's interesting. We had a good friend of ours who's a coach, a high-level coach for a sport, I'm not going to say, who ended up tearing his quad, falling when he was mountain biking.
Yeah.
And he instantly retired from mountain biking. And that's the question is, when you have a job, like our job is very physical.
Yeah.
Like as long as I can use my hands, I don't care if I'm in a wheelchair, I can work.
Yeah.
Right? And actually, this is funny, had back surgery on Friday. On Monday, I was back in the office.
Yeah, that's a quick turnaround.
Period.
Yeah.
Had knee surgery, microfracture stuff on like a Thursday. The following Monday, casted, crutches, in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, that's part of the deal.
Yeah.
Right?
I tore my meniscus. I think you remember.
Yes.
I tore my meniscus, just took one day off right afterwards. And then the next day I was rolling around in the chair.
Got to be here doing
And
that.
kept going.
Yeah.
I told all my patients I was in meetings the day before. I didn't tell them.
I don't know if I'd divulge that on the radio, but nonetheless.
It's been over a year.
Yeah, we're good. We're over it. But that's that conversation. Like, so they say, like, we're talking about this right now. We're talking about training smart, not hard. Well, Dr. Dianson, what would you do if I am a high rocks wannabe competitor, meaning I want to do high rocks? I am a full-time lawyer.
Full-time lawyer is a tough one.
But I want to train. Like, how am I supposed to train smart?
Yeah. I usually first ask, like, okay, how much time are you actually willing to commit to training? So that way we can actually build your training into that time frame that makes sense. If you're a lawyer, the hour that you're going to have is going to be very valuable. Why would I fit 2 to 3 hours of training in 1 hour? So we do that first, have those goals. And then honestly, I like to test all the events or anything that you're going to do in office if we can.
Sure.
Just to see where you suck. So we
100%.
focus on that.
And why is that?
Because like if we want to get really smart on your training, right? If you're already good at, let's say, what's one of the Hyrox events? Just like sled pushes and sled pulls.
Yeah, let's say power.
Yeah,
your power level's fine.
Then
your endurance sucks.
I don't need to spend too much time on that.
Nope.
Let's spend time on things that you suck at, as in like your endurance. We have to get your heart rate at a place where we're making really good strides, but also you're not getting like gassed out after that first event.
Yeah,
that's really important.
Yes,
that's all. Honestly, I get good time in that event too. You have to have a decent level of cardio going on.
It's very fascinating because when I was at the CrossFit Endurance years ago, and we would always have the endurance athletes show up, and we'd have the power athletes. Power athletes want to become endurance athletes or have better endurance. Endurance athletes want to have more strength. Yeah. And it was fascinating because they didn't quite get that. Nandi, have a good one.
Thank you.
That's our PT Nandi. He's been on a few.
Yeah.
Both sides did not quite understand that the other side would help them be better at their
100%,
side.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like endurance does help power. Oxygen availability, usage, getting carbon dioxide in and out, oxygen in and out. That's something that benefits you no matter what you do, even powerlifters.
Yeah.
Like it's an efficiency thing, right?
Yeah.
And so that's the thing that when you have that, like, what are we doing with this guy? Well, this person, they're going to be 10 hours a day committed to work. Yeah. Higher stress level. Endurance training is elevated stress level. Yeah. So you get kind of like, okay, how do we get into this? Yeah. And that's where we have the tricks of the trade, if you will, to kind of help you maneuver through that. Now, it's fascinating because they'll say, oh, what can you do? And I'm like, it doesn't take much.
Doesn't.
It's shocking how little it takes because at some point in your life, you stopped doing something that was providing you those little things that helped you. Then you got honed in. Like you're going to find out as the busier you get professionally, the less time you have to be anything else. Yep. That's just how it goes. So then you have to start building in time for yourself and commitment. That means going to bed earlier. Yep. Right? Most lawyers I know are not going to bed at 9 o'clock. Yeah. So that's the conversation. Yep. It's fascinating. It's a realistic conversation. It might mean you have to get up at 5 in the morning to work out.
Yep. Me and my coach were having that discussion recently. It's like, do you want to lift heavy in the morning? I'm like, not necessarily, but I guess I'll have to fit that in.
It's funny. That's also another thing. When you get in, like one of the things I do love about our method here is you do get to understand the person in that first initial meeting. Yeah. Like truly, who are you? I get to know you because I need to know you. Yeah. So we were successful on the other end, right? And figure that out. And you also, it's funny. So when you say people who train hard, right? Yeah. All our clients want to train hard. Get that. I have to not tell them the next step, like the evolving part of this rehab or functional movement thing or whatever, because if I tell them, they're going to go try it.
Do it right then. Yep.
Before they're ready for it, because they think it's easy. And that's the hardest part. Yeah. Because you're looking at their face and like, I'm not trying to sales pitch you. I'm just letting you know. I'm only giving you this piece. What's next? When you finish this piece, we'll say next piece. Like the guy you did yesterday. He's like eager to get another workout program. He was 50-50. Yeah. So we can give him some new stuff to focus on where he was not good. And the good stuff he's at, I'm going to make sure he gets a little better at it. But you can't change everything and just throw something at it. Like, hey, let's get on a Bosu ball and start doing squats.
Please, if you ever see that one, don't.
Yes. I laugh at that one because I had a patient come in and they were hell-bent on, no, it helps my balance. And so naturally, me being me, I said, okay, pop your shoes off for me. Okay. Single leg balance. All right, bring your foot up. And they're a little wobbly, not bad. I said, all right, not bad. Now close your eyes. Lasted 2 seconds, fell over. And they looked at me, I'm like, you don't have good balance. Yeah. That is teaching you how to cheat balance, not to really balance, because the earth isn't an unstable surface.
Yeah. And if we're talking about force production, that is like the worst thing to do.
Oh, it's like big shoes.
Yeah.
The big rubber shoes.
We could get into that conversation. That's a whole...
We might as well just go down the road. We're here. That's what you listen for, right? It's really fascinating because when you look at that, like training again, like somebody says, oh, I want to be better at powerlifting or Olympic lifting. I'm like, okay, cool. Get your shoes off. Take those suckers off. Now, why? Because they're taking away your force production. That's what that does. Yeah. And a Bosu ball and foam thing. Like, not a foam balance pad has a different feedback system we're after, and that's neurological and generally quirky. Yeah, I find uses for it, but it's quirky to me. Yeah, the Bosu ball is just weird.
Yeah, it's unnecessarily unstable. Yeah, you as an athlete are never really pushing off of that. Yeah, so if you wanted to argue the ankle rehab in the beginning stages, yes, sure,
I can go with that.
Sure, let's go with that. But like, let's go big force production off of that. Why?
I saw a trainer once having somebody do like a barbell back squat, and I was just like, the risk of injury is. Oh my God!
It's like
through the roof.
Why are we doing this?
I was like, why are we doing this? Now I understand if you're doing single leg balance, stability, like things like that in the rehab sense, but in a strength training sense,
makes no
that
sense.
doesn't make any sense.
And if you came up to me and say you wanted to do that, and I ask you why, and you say it looks cool, I'm like, okay, let's go figure out how to do that. Let's go figure out how to do that. But I'll let you know, I don't think it's the best thing in the world, but if that's what you want to do.
No, I don't think it's a good thing at all. I mean, I've seen some stuff that I can't quite figure out, but I've tried it, and it's like, okay, I can see where they might, land there. I wouldn't go that route, but sure. Then I see stuff like for the head strain code for the Chargers. He was having people do suitcase carries, right? Then he had them stick a foam thing in between their arm and pin their lat down. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, okay, I got to try this. So I came to the office course, and I tried it. Now we all do it. I mean, the most sense I've ever seen in my entire life, and people do straighten up a little bit when they're carrying. They don't quite lean as much. It's like, okay, it kind of was a nice corrective. I like that. So we don't know everything. We're just simply saying there are some things, boostable, that just don't make any sense.
Is there any tips that you give your patients to kind of help regulate their training a little bit in some aspects, or no?
In which way?
Just let's say, technically they're supposed to use 30 pounds for, arbitrary exercise.
Okay.
But it's not happening that day. What do you normally?
Let's say one arm clean to a kickstand squat. There you go.
Yeah.
Every day you train should begin with how do you feel?
Yeah.
I've gone to the gym many days and felt amazing. Pushed a little extra weight, challenged myself a little more. It was cool. Then I have days going in where I don't want to, there's this weird funky bike I get on, or what do they call those things? Rogue, what do they call them? Assault bikes?
Assault bikes, yeah.
And I'm warming up, and I have no desire whatsoever to even be at the gym today. And I love the gym. Yeah. So to say I don't want to be there, that's me, that's my body telling my brain, hey, this is not for you today. Yeah. So why don't we do something else or just back it down?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't put yourself under a barbell. Don't put yourself under weights. Don't put yourself in a position that you're going to hurt yourself all because you feel like I have to do this.
Yeah.
So I always say follow how you feel.
Yeah.
I mean, how's your pulse rate waking up? How's your breathing? How's simple things? How's your stress level?
Yeah.
And then just tweak.
Yeah.
I'm a guy, go to the gym 7 days a week. I don't care, but be smart.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things that's what I tell them. Just see how you feel.
Yeah.
And I go dumb it down until you feel like this will work.
Yeah. For me, especially with let's say it's a power athlete that's trying to go into a specific event at a specific time. They want to get strong by this time. So they've done the math and they say they have to put on 5% of their max weight that they did yesterday or whatever, right?
Oh my.
Which I get that way of training because that says mathematically you should get here by a specific time. But here's the fun part. It doesn't account for you as a human, right?
Right.
So a lot of times when my athletes get there, I'll usually tell them okay, when you're at this week, it should feel about at a 7 to 10 difficulty. It's like, what do you mean by that? It's like, you'll know. You'll know. As in, if it feels like you can only do one of these bad boys, and I said it was this weight that you're supposed to hit, that's not a 7 out of 10.
No.
You should feel like you're working.
It is, yes. And it is an interesting thing because when you're training for something too, you can't control, that's why I feel bad for Iron people, Iron men, Iron women, whatever.
Iron people,
is, you're training for months and months and months, and any number of things can happen in life the week of, and just screw it all up.
Yep.
And you just can't predict for it. So that's my advice to you, is just see how you feel in the morning. A pulse rate and breath rate are honestly the simplest way to see how you feel.
Yep.
And if you're getting up like me at 4 a.m. to work out, because that's just where I like to go, and I didn't sleep great, guess that gym's going to look a whole lot like an incline treadmill walk, maybe a stair climber, maybe some basic core work, some basic planking or something like that. Nothing crazy.
Maybe taking a set or two off your heavy set.
Depending on who you are, right? Because my heavy set and your heavy set are way different. But nonetheless, or I'll do some kettlebell swings, or I'll do something functional and smart versus the hard.
Yeah.
Because believe me, I want to go hard no matter what, but as I've broken my pieces off my body, I've learned not to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And so when we talk to clients out there, what we're trying to say is learn from our wisdom, and our wisdom comes from being dumb and making those mistakes already, so that you don't make those mistakes going forward.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't want to stop you. We just want to change the past so you can do this for a long time.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Because trust me, when you really hurt yourself and you can't work out for a few weeks at a time, that's more miserable than not working out that hard that day. Way more miserable. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope this helped. I hope we understand and landed our plane on why training hard versus smarter. Smarter is better, hard not. Yeah. So I hope this all helped for you. If you have any questions, always shoot us a message. We'll see you guys next time. This is Doc T.
And Dr. David.
See you guys.